Drop it.
Hey guys, Corey here with a shoe review. Today we're going to be looking at TOPO's MTN Racer, or the MTN Racer. So first of all, Topo created this shoe to be a trail racing shoe that can handle the toughest trails on your fastest days. As we look into this review, I'm going to talk about some reasons why you may want to try this shoe and some reasons why it may not work for you. Alright, let's jump right in. So, I have 3 reasons why this shoe may work for you. First is the grip. The grip on these shoes was awesome. Topo has paired up with Vibram to put together a really grippy outsole. The lugs are deep, and that provides plenty of traction on steep ascents, steep descents, muddy terrain, rocky terrain, pretty much anything a trail can put in your way. These shoes are going to provide you with some solid traction on. Another reason why you may want to try this shoe out is the fit and the feel of the shoe. I've had a few other Topo shoes in the past and they've all fit me great. This one, no exception. I'm a size 11.5 and this shoe fit me perfectly. It has a nice wide natural toe box here. It had a really comfortable heel cup, plenty of grip there, and the sizing was spot on. There was enough snugness in the midfoot here to provide my foot, from sliding back and forth. It worked really well for me. I'm a size standard 11.5 and this shoe fit me perfectly right out of the box. No fancy lacing techniques or enough to wear, a thin pair of socks or a thicker pair of socks to make it work for me. They were pretty much perfect. The third reason why you may want to try this shoe is the overall build quality. It's a really well constructed shoe. There's these welded overlays throughout the shoe, plenty of durability there. You have your Vibram outsole, which they're durable and grippy. Put about 100 miles on these things and there's no tearing, fraying, ripping anywhere. Just a really well built shoe. Alright, now some reasons why you may not want to try this shoe. First is that overbuilt, very durable shoe I talked about. That isn't always perfect. I've been wearing these shoes pretty much all summer and I live in a really hot, humid climate and my feet are sweltering in these things. So if you really are running in the mountains, they may work for you, on cool days, but here it's often above 90 degrees and it's really humid and these shoes do not work for me in those conditions. They are really hot and after about an hour, there is sweat squirting out the side of my shoes. So not the best shoe on a hot day. Another reason why it may not work for you is the versatility. Yes, this outsole is grippy and great, but if you're doing any sort of road running or if you run on some dirt roads for a couple miles to your trail and then a couple miles home at the end of your trail run, this outsole is not the most comfortable shoe on those conditions. So on the road or on more tame trails, this outsole truly is built for, the toughest mountain racing that there is out there. So some overall conclusions. Topo put together a really good shoe here. It runs fast on the most technical terrain there is out there. That fits well, and I think these shoes would be great all the way up there for your ultra distance shoes. I think the longest run I have in them is about 25K, about 15 miles, and they worked great for me. I'm sure they would do 50, 100 miles just fine. However, I don't think it's the most versatile shoe you could put out there. On your faster trails, there's much better options, or if you're doing some, light trails or roads before you get to your local trail, this shoe might not be the most comfortable in those situations. Overall, I give this shoe an 80. It does really well at what it's designed to do, but I don't think it does some of the other things so great. So I knocked it down a few points for lacking the versatility. That's Topo's MTN Racer. Thanks, guys.